Hi, I'm Alex Johnson.
And I'm Anthony Logan.
And welcome to News Channel 15. For the past 2 school years, there's been no senior video. This year, however, the crew of senior video is in one class during A block. Let's go to Chris Cannon to see how they're doing so far.
Well, the senior video is moving. We're all trying to get it started right now. We had to wait for a hard drive, and we're still waiting for another battery, but it's moving along nicely.
What are some of the things we can expect to be on it?
Well, I don't really want to leak all our ideas yet, but you know, a lot of the usual stuff, and then some of our own ideas that I'm not going to say right now. You guys are going to have to wait till it comes out. We're setting a deadline for the 1st of May. That's when we want to have everything done, and then the month after that, we're going to try and distribute it and make copies and sell it. And that's really the goal right now. I mean, we're going to try and finish earlier than that, but that seems about how much time we're going to need. The badges are actually, because in recent years we've had problems with going out in the halls and getting interviews, so the badges let the hall monitors and other teachers know that we have, here's one of the badges actually right now. It's looks like this and it says senior video on it, and we actually get to take these, we wear them in the hallway. It works almost like a hall pass, and they know that we're in senior video and that we get to use them, and hopefully this idea sticks and it lasts for future senior video people.
News Channel 15 will keep you posted on future developments.
A new club is trying to get started at MHS. Let's go to John Vivas and Michael Chen to find out more about this new group.
Boys Gymnastics is a club that was started by me, Mike Chen. It's basically a bunch of our friends that we were basically watching the Olympics over the summer. We got inspired to start training for the 2012 Olympics.
The club is not official yet. We're still trying to sign up names and get people and set it up as a club in the school.
We got the idea, we got some kids to sign up for it, and then we sent it to the AD, and she's basically said that it probably wouldn't be a sport by the time we finish school, but we could get it into a club or something.
Coaches / advisors for this gymnastics team will hopefully be Mrs. Kane and Mr. Trubish.
Right now, I think Mike Nevin has the spot for vault master. I'm doing balance beam. James Arsenal is doing floor routine. And Mike Chen is just all-around master at gymnastics, so he can do anything.
We will probably hold practices and games at the Melrose YMCA on Tremont Street.
But for right now, we've been holding the practices at Emma McGilligott's house on a trampoline.
Anyone who is a boy can try out, seeing as though this is boys gymnastics.
News Channel 15 will follow the progress of this never-before-seen group throughout the year.
This year at Melrose High School, we have several new teachers, and our crew interviewed them on the first day of school. Let's go to one of those interviews right now.
I work in special education, and I co-teach English and math with regular English and math teachers, and I teach the science and science fiction class, which is a relatively new class running this year, which usually runs based on the interest of the students, and that's discussing elements of science within the genre of science fiction.
Describe your background and how you came to be at MHS.
My background is pretty diverse. I used to work as a youth advocate in my younger days, and then I went back to college to get a degree in education, and at the same time I was working at Melrose High School as a paraprofessional. Since I finished my degree, I've since applied for positions at Melrose High School, and now I've moved up to a full special ed teaching position.
What are your other interests?
Well, my other interests are I read a lot, I listen to music. Science fiction is kind of an interest of mine. I run the sci-fi club after school as well, which is different than the science and science fiction class in that it's a kind of a creative workshop for kids. So that brings in a lot of elements of art, music, videography, set building, costume design, story writing, really anything that you could possibly imagine we try to include in Sci-Fi Club.
We will be showing more teacher interviews and upcoming newscasts.
We spoke to our principal, Mr. Dillon, about goings on in and around the school. Here's that interview now.
What's new for this year is that Melrose High School is going to begin the NEASC accreditation process. So the teaching staff here will be focusing on curriculum instruction assessment for really for the next 2 years. Other than that, it's my second full year here, and the newness in a sense has worn off, but I'm looking forward to a great year. We have 13 new teachers. We had 4 teachers who retired last year. We also had a few teachers who are working in other districts now, and we're growing population, so we have 2 new positions that we had to fill this year. So it is quite a bit of turnover, and we're excited with all our new staff. And what we're trying to do is make the resource center more usable for students, and the furniture tended to box it off a little bit too much. So the stacks are going to be moved by maintenance, and we hope to create a really positive environment for the kids in the resource center. It looks good now with we have some tablecloths, we have some lamps. I think Ms. Lickman, our new library media specialist, is really trying to create a welcoming environment in the resource center. The one additional thing about what's new at Melrose High School, as you know, is the technology. Classrooms now have smart boards, teachers have new computers and printers, and we're very excited about the addition of the technology. We were really behind when it came to technology prior to this year. And for those who are underclassmen, beginning with next year, there will be some physical improvements made to the building, which are desperately needed. I think it's a clean school. I think the kids take good care of the school, but we need to upgrade it a bit so it's a more comfortable setting. I encourage everybody to have a great year, to focus on the reasons why they are here, which which is primarily academic, but that doesn't mean school can't be a good time. We have a ton of clubs and organizations here. This really is one of them, where students can find a niche and enjoy themselves beyond the classroom.
In guidance news, the preliminary scholastic aptitude test, known as the PSAT, will be given on Saturday, October 18th at 7:45 a.m. See Ms. O'Connor to register between September 22nd and October 15th. The cost is $20 and is payable by cash or check. Check should be made payable to the MHS Guidance Department. Here are the test dates for the ACT or SAT. Melrose High School will be co-sponsoring a regional college fair that will be held on Monday, October 28th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. This is an opportunity for students and their parents to gather information and explore college opportunities. Here's how to contact your guidance counselor with any questions about the application process.
Parking has been an issue at MHS since the new middle school was finished in 2007. We talked to our principal, Mr. Dillon, about the situation for this school year.
I'm not sure what the parking situation was prior to last year. I know with construction there was some that the knoll was not accessible, and for right now the parking situation is for seniors only at the knoll. As juniors require parking, certainly seeing Mr. Savarino to see if there are any available spaces at the knoll. But all students who do park at the knoll must register here first. and get a parking permit.
MHS had its first fire drill on September 15th. Everything went perfect.
And once again, I'm Alex Johnson,
And I'm Anthony Logan.
and that was News Channel 15.